It's a Smith family reunion here in Week 13. Pluckhole Mike Smith of Pennsylvania takes on this man, Nodoz, Jason Smith of North Carolina. Both are very good friends, but both will be putting it all on the line here in the quarterfinals. Golden T-Mobile World Championship head-to-head qualifying continues. Hi, everyone. I am Chad Shrump, and we are off and running here on Juniper Falls, hole number 1. This is the front 9, and this should be an excellent battle between two great players. Of course, Pluckhole made it to the 2020 Golden T-Mobile World Championship in Vegas. Nodoz was on the short end of the stick several times in head-to-head qualifying. Pluckhole's first shot, that just misses to the right. And desperately, when talking about Nodoz, wants to get his chance. And this looks good. It certainly does. Jason Smith holes out hole number 1 and takes a one-stroke lead on Mike Smith. Jason wants to get to Vegas, see what that feels like, what that pressure, what that anxiety, that competition, wants to get to the World Championship to experience it one time. Here we go, hole number 2. Jason will go with the grabber. That is going to be well left, and that will slide away. Let's see if Mike can maneuver a little better on this one. He is going with an orbit. Lands right past the cup. The line looks a little bit good. Oh, goodness gracious. Just to the left. 21,000 great shot points for Pluckhole, the godfather of Golden T-Mobile. There is a chance that if you're watching this video, you have learned a lot from watching the Mike Smith videos on YouTube. And I know that Mike Smith taught Jason Smith a whole lot as he began learning the game. And now they face off here on Juniper, moving to hole number 3. Jason Smith, Nodoz, still a one-stroke lead. Here is Jason's shot into this par 3. Looks like he swiped that a little left, but it comes all the way back and leaves it a little short, so he will have a birdie putt. Mike Smith throws his out to the right, and it bounces to the left and over the cup, so these will be birdie putts. Mike Smith not giving me the honor of a Ranger call. I noticed that, Mike. We'll talk about that later. And we move on to hole 4, par 5. One-stroke lead for Nodoz. He has honors. He is going to the top fairway. He will park that on the shelf and have most likely a high-loft driver or a driver into this green. Have not seen the pin, but I do assume that is what the players will be hitting. Mike Smith, same elevated fairway, uses the grabber, lets that run down the hill and a little closer to the hole. Nodoz, the big stick, hits at 97%. Does it want to climb all the way to the cup? It does. Really nice shot from Jason. Don't want to be too aggressive. Don't want that to run off the back of the green. Here's Mike Smith. Here is Mike Smith just past the cup. Left side, just skimmed it. Burned the edge, and he will have that for eagle. Surprised that wasn't great shot points. Right in that 6-foot range. It looked very close. So Nodoz maintains a one-stroke lead. Perhaps the most difficult shot, perhaps, I guess, on this course. Hole 5, this is a tough one to get close. Mike will be very aggressive. He is going right at it. Over the mountain. That's going to kick. Does it come back? It does a little. That will most likely be a chip for Mike Smith. Nodoz, the 80-footer, and he buries it. Huge putt. Here's a big chip for Mike, and he just missed it. Left it short. The left 4 took over, took it away from the hole, and now quickly Nodoz with a 2-stroke lead on Pluckhole. Here's Jason Smith's tee shot, par 3, orbit. Very good shot from Jason. Very cautious. Not trying to mess with that one. That is not an optimal pin location. Mike Smith uses the orbit as well, leaves it a little short, comes back, but it's fine. So 2 birdies here on hole number 6. And Nodoz maintains his true stroke lead. We have 3 holes to play. Par 5, 7th hole is next. Jason Smith elects to play it from the long fairway. You can also go left and split the mountains with a Maniacs. Let's see how Mike plays this. He will go that route. This is a Maniacs over the top. Does it get the good kick? It does, and it goes into the rough. But not far away is Mike Smith, and he needs to make something. He desperately needs a double eagle. Here is Jason Smith just past the cup. Good shot from Jason. Keeps the pressure on Mike. This needs to go in. This needs to go in, and it doesn't. Just bounces at the last second. Goes past the cup on the left side. Still in great shot point range, but those mean very little right now to Mike Smith. He needs hole outs. He's down by 2 strokes with only 2 holes to play. His best chance for victory is a Jason Smith mistake on 8, and then to hole out a stinger on 9. That's about the only way I think that this could happen. Here we go. The tough 8th hole. Jason Smith will park this into the green, will leave himself a makeable putt, but it is on the longer variety. Mike Smith bends this way around, and he will either have a Ranger putt or a chip. Jason Smith, perfect putt, leaves him a right one. Here is another putt from Mike Smith, very good. Once again, no Ranger, doesn't need it. Goes to hole number 9. Jason Smith in cruise control. Would be almost impossible at this point to lose this match. Up 2 strokes, and really, only chance Mike has here, he needs to hole out, and Jason has to commit a cardinal sin and par this hole. But stranger things have happened. Here's the Mike Smith shot. That looks very good. And that will be a birdie. All Jason needs to do now is bogey. Actually, that's not true. Mike Smith has a lead on great shot points. We just need a par from Jason. Look at this mistake. Hits it too deep, and it bounds backwards. He has a 73-footer, and he misses it. Oh, my goodness. This almost came true for Mike Smith. If he would have made that shot, and this would have happened like that, oh, my goodness. That was closer than needed, but a 1-stroke victory for Jason Smith over Pluckhole, 14-13.